Welcome to the stream, everyone. If you're new here, my name is Brian Craig, and this is where MAGA comes to talk. Oh, man. So, Fani Willis's sex scandal with her boy toy lover is really heating up, and things are getting really bad for Fani, very good for Trump. And remember, anything that's good for Trump is good for America. So this is great stuff. So if you don't know, Fani Willis hired this attorney to work as special counsel, paid him over $650,000 of taxpayer money, and she was involved in a sexual relationship with him. And on top of that, she also took very expensive vacations to Napa Valley and cruise vacations and everything else, okay? And now we have confirmation that there was collusion between Fani Willis, her boy toy, and the Biden White House. And this is the latest. I want to go through this story, and and we've got all the receipts, which means there's a paper trail of all of this. So this is just a great, great day. I mean, you know, she's one of those Soros prosecutors. These are one of those kangaroo cases against President Trump, and they are being exposed. Let me go through this story, and I've only read the headline because I wanted to enjoy it with all of you. I really did. It's just I saw this story, and I was so excited. I was like, you know what, I want to share this and enjoy the excitement of President Trump yet again being cleared. The prosecutor hired to go after Donald Trump by his alleged district attorney lover, Fani Willis, had 2 meetings with the Biden White House during his investigation, according to court documents that have been reviewed by the Daily Mail. This article I'm reading from is from the Daily Mail. So why would Fani have her team, I mean, on top, even if she was not involved in a relationship, a physical relationship with this guy that she paid over $650,000 to allegedly, even if that wasn't on the table, if this was just some guy that worked for her and there was no relationship, inappropriate relationship, just the fact that she had lawyers meeting with the Biden White House in itself is a scandal and criminal. Because remember, this shows collusion to persecute, not prosecute, to persecute the leading political opponent of Joe Biden, okay? The prosecutor hired to go after Donald Trump by his alleged district attorney lover, Fani Willis, had 2 meetings with the Biden White House during his investigation, according to court documents reviewed by the Daily Mail. The meetings and calls, which came ahead of Fani Willis's charges filed against Trump, brings into question repeated denials by the White House that it had any coordination with the Fulton DA's prosecution/persecution. Oh boy. You know, if we had a halfway decent Republican governor in Georgia, Fani Willis would be removed by the governor pending an investigation. But that's not happening, is it? The Fulton County, Georgia DA hired Atlanta attorney, Nathan Wade, who, by the way, it's being reported today that this boy toy lover attorney of Fani Willis doesn't have experience in this area. The Fulton County, Georgia DA hired Atlanta attorney Nathan Wade as an anti-corruption special prosecutor. Wow. And we find out that the corruption is being done by him and Fani to investigate Trump. In a stunning court filing on Monday, Michael Roman, one of the former president's co-defendants, alleges Fani Willis was in a personal relationship with private lawyer Wade, who was paid $654,000 as a special prosecutor assisting her office's probe of Trump. $650,000. $4,000. How much money that is? That's a lot of money. According to documents reviewed by the Daily Mail, were Wade's, he's the boy toy, were Wade's invoices to Fani. They include one bill for an interview with D.C. White House for 8 hours on November 18th, 2022, and another for 8 hours, including conferences with the White House Counsel on May 23rd, 2022. Now, again, this is, this is before they brought the charges and got the mugshot. What are these meetings about for hours? Now, my guess is the meetings weren't 8 hours, that he billed for 8 hours, okay? He probably committed fraud on the invoice there. But he definitely had the meetings. And he would have to have signed in the White House visitors' logs. Where's the White House press corps on this? What did they talk about for those hours? And why were they talking? They shouldn't be talking at all. This shows White House Biden collusion to bring charges against Trump, his political opponent. And look, here's all the receipts. $2,100. Look at these for the 8-hour meeting. $2,100. Oh my goodness. And then there's all kinds of other charges too. But they got all the receipts. And here's the other one. $2,000 for the second meeting. So we've got all of the receipts. Oh my goodness. The filing was made by Roman, a former Trump campaign official, in a bid to have the charges against him dismissed. His legal papers claim that Fani Willis was having an ongoing personal relationship with Wade, citing sources close to both the special prosecutor and the district attorney, but doesn't provide documentary proof. Okay, now what this means is that now this Roman guy, he's one of the Trump 19 in this case, they had access to the divorce records of the boy toy of Fani Willis, but those records have since been sealed. However, they do have witnesses that know both Fani and the boy toy attorney who confirm all of it. Roman claims the pair were in a relationship before Willis hired Wade, and that they traveled together to Napa Valley, Florida, and even on a Caribbean cruise. The bombshell relationship claim caused a storm of reporting on Monday. That was Monday night, last night. But Wade's White House meetings, detailed in the 127-page document filed by Roman, have so far been overlooked in the media, except for, I lost the story there. Let me pull it up again. Hold on. They're probably trying to bring the story down. It's in the Daily Mail. Let me pull it up again. I don't know why that popped up. Hold on. See, they're trying to cover the story up even as we are talking about it. But I got it here. Hold on. Okay, here it is. Here we are. We're back. The same story. I don't know why that popped up. All right, let me find my place here. Okay, so far overlooked by the media. And there he is. And, and I was talking about this guy. That's him, Nathan Wade. He's leaving the office of Fani Willis right there. And, if you look at him, he's a good-looking guy. He's a handsome guy. He's well-dressed. He is out of the league of Fani Willis. He is out of Fani Willis's league. Unless, she's a sugar mama, then that changes everything. I mean, 654,000 reasons why he would be involved in a sexual relationship with a woman whose league she is not in. The documents showing the White House involvement were first highlighted by Marco Polo, a right-wing nonprofit on social media site X, formerly Twitter. Wade, that's the boy toy, billed a total of $4,000 for his 2 days of White House meetings and calls, the invoices show. It was part of nearly $654,000 of work Wade did for Fani Willis's probe into Trump and his staffers since January 22. And since it's all done with legal billing, we have the documents. This is great. White House spokeswoman Karine Jean-Pierre did not immediately respond to the Daily Mail's request for comment about the alleged 2022 meetings with the Georgia special prosecutor. Oh, boy. That's right. I bet she didn't respond. Roman is accused of taking part in all this stuff. They got the RICO charges on. I don't care about any of that. I want to get to the bottom of Fani Willis using taxpayer money to be a sugar mama and sending her boy toy to meet with Joe Biden's lawyers at the White House before they bring charges against Trump and his associates. And here's Fani and the alleged boy toy right there. You can see they work very closely together. That's a lot of money. Yeah, that's a lot of money. I mean, this is, you know, stuff people go to prison for. People go to prison for this stuff. Now, if you'd like to call in, when I'm live streaming, I do take live calls. The number is toll free, no matter where you're watching my stream. It's 1-888-465-2631. 888-465-2631. All right, let me see. Where am I? Willis has previously denied coordinating with special counsel Jack Smith's office or that her probe was politically motivated. Even if she's telling the truth, colluding with the White House, with Biden's lawyer, that's the same as working for Jack Smith. It's just not as direct. The filing makes reference to a sealed divorce filing. This is the filing by the guy that's brought this on, the guy that Fani brought charges against Roman. The filing makes reference to a sealed divorce filing for the married special prosecutor. Okay? But then goes on to make the claim based on other information. It states that information obtained outside of court filings indicates that the district attorney and special prosecutor have traveled personally together to such places as Napa Valley, Florida, and the Caribbean. And the special prosecutor has purchased tickets for both of them to travel to both the Norwegian and Royal Caribbean cruise lines. Oh, boy. Traveling together to such places as Washington, D.C. or New York City might make sense for work purposes in light of other pending litigation, but what work purpose could only be served by travel to these traditional vacation destinations? Yeah, exactly. Daily Mail reached out to Fani Willis's office for comment. A Willis spokesman told the Atlanta Journal-Constitution that the DA's office would respond through appropriate court filings. Now, that no comment to me sounds like a confirmation, doesn't it? The district attorney chose to appoint a romantic partner who at times relevant to this prosecution had been a married man. According to the filing, it says the DA and Wade have been seen in private together and in about at the Atlanta area and are believed to have cohabitated in some form of fashion. So they live together? Or did they just share hotel rooms and cruise ship cabins? I don't know what that means. They said in some form. Oh, boy. Roman was charged in the summer, okay, with the rest of the Trump. I mean, this is amazing. Let me know your thoughts on this in the live chat if you're watching live, or in the comments if you're not watching live. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe. This is where MAGA comes to talk. This is the most pro-Donald Trump place you will find anywhere, I promise. My name's Brian. Now, one of the things that Fani has going against her is she has the local newspaper, the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, all over this. And there's Fani and the alleged boy toy. And, so she's got local reporters that are all over this. This is amazing. And, these charges against Trump and the rest are going to get tossed because this is all criminal. Now, what I wonder about that, and maybe you guys have some thoughts on this, because I don't know. This is all new. I'm not a lawyer. I'm just enjoying these creeps that are persecuting our President Trump being exposed. But what I'm wondering is if this is exposed as criminal and the charges get tossed and everything, what about these snakes that cave like Jenna Ellis, who made deals with Fani? What does it mean to all of those cases? Do they still have to do whatever sentence they agreed to, or do those get tossed as well? I don't know. But this is the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. Filing alleges improper relationship between Fulton DA and top Trump prosecutor. Now, she's got the Atlanta Journal-Constitution is a pretty reputable newspaper, and she's got these local reporters after her. These local reporters have sources all over Atlanta. This is an old newspaper. So we've got real reporters on the scene that are covering this and investigating this and interviewing people and sources. So this isn't just some copy and paste business out of New York, Washington, D.C. media. There are actually investigative reporters on the scene of these alleged crimes by Fani with her boy toy there. And that means we're going to get new information. And this story has blown up, right? And the original source is the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. And these reporters, now that they have stories that are going viral worldwide, they're going to want to do more follow-up. So this is great. We've got real reporters on the thing here. Bill Rankin and Tamar Hollerman wrote this story. I'm going to go through this because since this is local, maybe there is something new here. Does anyone know if you had $650,000 she paid her boy toy, according to the allegations? If you had that in $100 bills stacked up, how tall would that be? Does anyone know? I don't know. This is the Atlanta Journal-Constitution article. District Attorney Fani Willis improperly hired an alleged romantic partner. Again, romantic partner is code word for sex partner, to prosecute Donald Trump and financially benefited from their relationship, according to a court motion filed Monday, which argued the criminal charges in the case were unconstitutional. Oh, boy. The bombshell public filing alleged that Special Prosecutor Nathan Wade, a private attorney, paid for lavish vacations he took with Fani Willis using the Fulton County funds his law firm received. County records show that Wade, the boy toy, who has played a prominent role in the case, has been paid nearly $654,000 in legal fees since January 2022. Fani, as the DA, authorizes his compensation. Oh, my goodness. The motion filed on behalf of defendant Michael Roman, a former Trump campaign official, seeks to have the charges against him dismissed and for Willis, Wade, and the entire DA's office to be disqualified from further prosecution of the case. This is huge. I wonder if Trump and his team of lawyers have had private investigators investigating Fani and came up with this. How do you think this story became public? What do you think? Trump had a team of investigators find this out and leak it to the press? What do you think? Pallavi Bailey, a Fani Willis spokeswoman, said the DA's office will respond to Roman's allegations through appropriate court filings. Wade did not immediately respond to a request for comment. Oh, my goodness. The document offers no concrete proof of the romantic ties between Willis and Wade, but says sources close to both that the special prosecutor and district attorney have confirmed they had an ongoing personal relationship. So they have sources that are in the orbit here that are confirming it. Roman's lawyer, Ashley Merchant, said she reviewed the case file in Wade's ongoing divorce proceedings at the Superior Court Clerk's office. Oh, so his divorce isn't over yet. Oh. Now, see, we've got the wife who's in a divorce battle with him. She may know all kinds of stuff and start leaking things out too. When people are going through a divorce, it gets nasty. Roman's lawyer, Ashley Merchant, said she received the case. See, we got some more information here. He's not divorced yet. This is great stuff. Oh, man. Do you guys feel as good about this as I do? Trump being cleared again. This is just beautiful. These idiots, they keep going after Trump. He beats them on everything, and they just don't learn. Hey, you're on the air. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Mike from Louisiana.
Oh, hey, Mike. Oh, man, what a great day. I'm just savoring this.
It is a great... You asked the right question earlier. If Sidney Powell and Jenna Ellis had known about this, would they have taken those deals?
Oh, no way. No way would they have.
No, I mean, and there's a bunch of other ones that have that had taken some deals from Fani Willis as well.
That's right. Yeah, I can't remember how many. There was one of the guys did.
Yeah, a guy by the name of Cheeseborough or something like that.
Yeah,
but
Cheeseborough. Okay,
this is a big, huge deal.
Oh man, if I'm Jenna Ellis, I'm thinking to myself, oh man, did I screw up? If I would have waited, because I think since they made deals, they made pleas, so they kind of like confessed that they did crimes. I don't think they'll get tossed. I think they'll still have those penalties against them. Would be my guess. I don't know. I'm not a lawyer, but that's just my guess.
Maybe so, but again, this is one of these things where, you know, if we had a fair judge, I don't know how fair this judge is, that this judge is going to toss this case.
Oh yes, this is great. I mean, to me, it doesn't get better than this. You know, how many rackets have these creeps brought against President Trump since he came down the elevator? I mean, my goodness, from the Mueller report to this and everything in between, and he's won every single time. He's been vindicated. He's been cleared in every instance.
I mean, he's got this case. We know the sheer number of cases that he's dealing with right now. He's got 3 doggone cases up there in New York that he's dealing with.
That's right. And yeah. Hey, Mike, it's good to hear from you. Thanks for calling. By the way, unrelated question. You know, they're trying to take Trump off all these ballots because he took part in an insurrection, which we know he didn't. If that's the case, why did Ray Epps get 1 year of probation and a $500 fine when you see him on TV telling people to go to the Capitol? It's just unbelievable. Well, anyway, let's get back to the fall of Sugar Mama Fani Willis and her boy toy, alleged boy toy, Mr. Wade. Let me just go back a little bit. The document offers no concrete proof of the romantic ties between Fani and Wade, but says sources close to both, the special prosecutor and the district attorney, have confirmed they had an ongoing personal relationship. Roman's lawyer, Ashley Merchant, said she reviewed the case file and Wade's ongoing divorce proceedings at the Superior Court Clerk's office and made copies of certain documents. But the case file was later improperly sealed because no court hearing was held as required by law, the motion said. So this guy's attorney here, Ashley Merchant, she's trying to get that, well, I don't know, she's going to, but she's moving to get that divorce case unsealed so the evidence in this can be heard. And, you know, a thing about Fani Willis, and this is a very important thing, okay? This is a very important thing to point out. Out of all of these kangaroo cases against him, right? The case in the J6 case with Chunkin and Jack Smith in Washington, the documents case here in Florida, and these joke cartoon cases in New York City. All of these cases are nothing. They got nothing on him because he did nothing wrong. The case in Fulton County is supposed to be the one that does Trump in because they got that phone recording. They got that tape. This is the one. We got the tape. We're going to get him. We got Trump on the tape. And look what we have. And as I said earlier, if it wasn't for this financial possible crime of paying her boy toy the $654,000, just the fact that she sent one of her team to go and meet on 2 occasions with Biden's lawyer at the White House, that's enough to end this. So we've got 2 different types of scandals here, right? We've got the collusion scandal with the Biden White House, and we've got the sex financial scandal. And back to this is the Atlanta Journal-Constitution I'm reading from here. Because the case remains under seal, Merchant, that's the lady attorney, said she's not sharing the information she obtained from the divorce file until the seal is lifted. She also said she is asking a judge to unseal the case file. It is unclear if the explosive issues raised in the filing undermine the validity of the indictment against Trump and the remaining 14 co-defendants, or simply muddy the waters by questioning Willis's professional ethics. Oh, no, it's over. The case is over because of this. And my guess is there's lots of evidence in the file because the wife is pissed off. And she probably said all kinds of things in depositions and such about this Fani Willis relationship. One ethics expert said the allegations, if true, raise serious questions. Stephen Gillers, a professor emeritus at New York University Law School, who has written extensively about legal and judicial ethics, said a closer look at Willis's decision-making is needed before it can be determined whether the indictment should be dismissed. If the allegations are true, Gillers said, Willis was conflicted in the investigation and prosecution of the case and wasn't able to bring the sort of independent professional judgment her position requires. So she's even got a guy from New York University, liberal, up there siding with Trump. He says that does not mean her decisions were in fact improperly motivated. It does mean that the public and the state as her client could not have had the confidence in the independent judgment that her position required her to exercise. Okay, whatever, a bunch of legal. The filing alleges that Fani Willis and Wade have been involved in a romantic relationship that began before Wade was appointed special prosecutor. It says they traveled together to Napa Valley and Florida, and they cruised the Caribbean together using tickets Wade purchased from Norwegian and Royal Caribbean Cruise Lines. And I betcha they went first class all the way with suites. Okay? She paid him $654,000. He didn't get the economy cabin, inside cabin with no windows. He got a suite. So, these are week-long cruises. I don't know which ships they went on, but these suites could be $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 a week each if they get those kind of suites. It's very possible, okay? And it wouldn't surprise me if they were because, hey, it's not their money they're spending, right? It's an endless stream of money that they're ripping off the taxpayers in Georgia and Fulton County with. The motion said the check sent to Wade from Fulton County and his purchase of vacations for Willis could amount to honest services fraud, a federal crime in which a vendor gives kickbacks to an employer. It is also possible this could be prosecuted under the federal racketeering statute. So she's prosecuting Trump for racketeering, and she very well may be racketeering herself. Merchant, that's the lady lawyer for the Trump defendant, wrote, "The motion is not filed lightly, nor is it being filed without considerable forethought, research, or investigation." So they've done some hardcore investigating. Oh, boy. But the issue had to be raised and must be heard because the issues strike at the heart of fairness in our justice system and, if left unaddressed and unchecked, threaten to taint the entire prosecution of this case, invite error, and completely undermine public confidence in any outcome in this proceeding. Willis and Wade, the motion contends, have been engaged in an improper, clandestine personal relationship during the pendency of this case, which has resulted in the special prosecutor and, in turn, the district attorney profiting significantly from this prosecution at the expense of the taxpayers. So we may get a Fulton County mugshot of Fani Willis. A problem with Wade's appointment is that it was not approved by the Fulton County Board of Commissioners as required by law, the motion said. So, oh my goodness, so we got another crime, alleged crime. The motion also questions Wade's credentials, contending he has never prosecuted a felony case. Wade was an assistant solicitor for Cobb County in 1999. The office handles misdemeanor cases. So he only has misdemeanor experience, and they got him in the trial of the century here with President Trump and meeting with Biden's lawyers in the White House. Wade entered into his special prosecutor contract on November 1st, 2021, just one day before he filed for divorce in Cobb County, the motion said. Willis is divorced. Roman's filing also resurfaces an accusation previously made against Wade. Oh. That his two oaths of office were not filed in court prior to his work on the case, so he misrepresented himself as a duly authorized special prosecutor. Oh, my goodness. This guy could be facing jail and disbarment. Judge Scott McAfee previously rejected that argument, stating that the requirements don't apply to contractors working on single cases and that the defendant didn't establish a constitutional violation, blah, 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 a lot of legalese. There's some stuff on that. Merchant acknowledged McCaffrey's ruling, but said that in the larger context of the various issues surrounding his appointment, Fani Willis's lack of authority to appoint him, and the conflict of interest issues addressed below, in fact, that Wade did not file his oath before beginning work, takes on new and more significant meaning, and indeed constitutes a structural defect in the indictment. This is beautiful. This I'm reading from the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. They just got great coverage on this. Oh, man. Trump cleared again. What a beautiful day. I'm going to sleep well tonight, aren't you guys? Absolutely. Merchant's filing came on the day McCaffrey had set as a deadline for most of the defendants to submit pretrial motions. Roman worked as a director of the Trump campaign in 2020, and, we don't need to get into all that stuff because it's not important. What is important is that Fani has done some crime here, if these allegations are true. And the crimes, they are many. There's financial crimes, there's racketeering, did she get any of this money other than the vacations? I don't know. But she certainly financially benefited from taxpayer money that she authorized to pay this guy. The meetings at the White House that he had, 2 of them with Biden's attorney at the White House, there's a lot going on here, and all of it is bad for them, good for us. And as I said at the beginning of the stream, if we had a half-decent Republican governor in Georgia, Fani Willis would be suspended immediately pending an investigation. And all these cases would either be immediately tossed out or put on hold indefinitely until the investigation was complete. Now, if you'd like to support my content, a great way to do that is to go to mypillow.com, use my promo code Kane, and buy something. You can use my promo code Kane, K-A-N-E, and check out on all the specials there. And some of my favorites are right here. The MyPillow 6-piece towel set. You can see a bunch of new colors. My wife and I have a couple sets of these. They are spectacular, just $29.98 with my promo code Kane at checkout. The MyPillow My Slippers, these are good for all day wear. I have these slippers, and they're just $59.98. The regular price is $149.98, but with my promo code Kane at checkout, K-A-N-E, just $59.98. The down comforters, huge savings, 43% off down comforters. That'll get you through the winter months. I love down comforters because during the winter, they keep you warm and toasty. And during the summer, they keep you cool and comfortable. My wife and I both sleep on the MyPillow 2.0. They're 50% off. These are the MyPillows that have the cooling technology that your head, your face, your neck will never get warm or hot. You'll never flip the pillow over looking for the cool side again. And we've been sleeping on these for about a year. They are spectacular. So you can take advantage of all the specials at mypillow.com with my promo code Kane at checkout. Not just the ones I talk about, guys. The MyPillow Mattress Topper 2.0, my wife and I sleep on this. It's a major upgrade from the previous MyPillow Mattress Topper because it has the temperature regulating technology. You can see here in the graphic, in the photo, it perfectly regulates your body temperature all night long, and it turns your entire bed into a big MyPillow. It's 40% off with the promo code Kane at checkout, K-A-N-E. But there's many other specials there. Take advantage of all of them. Now, you guys that are new to my channel, you will love my content, okay? I cover all the news and politics. This is the most pro-Trump place you'll find on any platform, not just YouTube, but any platform. I live stream 7 days a week. And most of the times when I'm live streaming, I do take live calls. I live stream weekday mornings. I live stream on the weekends and even in the afternoons from time to time. And I also upload my podcast, which is available on all podcast platforms. But I also upload my podcast that I co-host with my wife, Kathy, the Brian Craig Show podcast, to my YouTube channel here as well. So make sure you subscribe. And everyone who's already subbed, like the video, all right? My name's Brian Craig. Thanks, everyone, for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.